Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. Only a quick one because not too much has happened, but I want to just update you about the latest development in the Bitcoin and the Cardano chart. Overall, a little bit of a mixed picture today. Most cryptos moving sideways. We can see here just by looking here on CoinMarketCap on the Bitcoin chart that the price was really moving sideways today, but also slightly moving down in the last 7 days anyway. We've moved down. And here today, pretty much just sideways movement. So you can see that generally in the market today, it followed Bitcoin. There was a bit of a spike of Ripple XRP. Yeah, so there was quite a bit of stuff going on there. And I talked about that in my XRP video. Other than that, sideways movement and Cardano again below $1. Pretty much as expected, as indicated in the last few videos. And Bitcoin fighting with the 40k level. Fear and greed index wanted to point towards because it is dropping again. We're back in extreme fear from today. So at 25 we have been lower. I think the lowest I have ever seen was 8. Could be that we were even lower at some point. If you know when that was, let me know. It was here end of the bull run 2017. So in the earlier here in February 2018 we saw a score of 8. So that was fairly low. So that means there is further room for further drops. What I also wanted to point towards here is the Bitcoin long-short ratio. Because in the last 24 hours, it pretty much is still 50-50. Now, the shorts have a little bit increased in the last few hours. So if I go to the last 12 hours, pretty much still 50-50. Last 4 hours, yeah, but you can already see that some of these shorts have increased. Yeah, okay, Deribit, more longs, and AAX, also more longs. But then if we go to the last hour, significantly more shorts, I would say, on the exchanges. And especially if we go to the last 30 minutes, you can see that it's just now pointing further to the downside here, the sentiment shift. Last 15 minutes was more longs, but then the imminent picture is more shorts generally. Yeah, but overall still mixed picture. Yeah, but you can see that it's much more imbalanced here in the last few minutes or last hour. All right, let's take a look on the Bitcoin chart. So since we broke here that support, that lower support here at 41.5k, we are further traveling towards my price target. First of all, the price target here of the next wave of this wave 3 here, that is sitting between 37.2 and 38.8k before you then expect a bit of a move up and a move down. Yeah, I showed you here this morning these price moves from previous waves. Don't know if I still have them here on the chart. Yes, but maybe we can take a look at that tomorrow morning, or watch the video from earlier today where I think we are expecting here some further downside, then maybe 1 or 2 more moves up before we then go down. That would pretty much work very well in line also with the Elliott Wave count, where you come down once more here in the wave 3, then a wave 4 again to the upside, and then a wave 5. Hopefully that can take us all the way to the downside. We need to see how that wave 3 is developing, because ideally you want a bit of an extended wave 3, then a wave 4 and a wave 5. Further, yeah, we're heading further towards my price target area and further towards the next key support level. The next key support level is here, the high of that wave A, yeah, and that would be at 39k. Not there yet, pretty much still fighting with the $40,000 level, but imminently what we can see if we just go to the, we're on the 1 hour chart already, you can see that there is another triangle forming, I think, and that means the price is moving in an apex, and there will be a breakout here shortly. But that needs to be confirmed with volume, but the potential is there because we are moving here further into an apex of a triangle, so it won't be a huge move, but it is big enough. It could take us down to the 39k level if it drops to the downside. To the upside, we've got resistance here at 41k, yeah. But also from this descending channel here, we've got a descending trend line here as well, which would need to be broken if Bitcoin wanted to push higher. My primary expectation though is that we are moving down lower. But bear in mind, not every small peak can be predicted. So if we, or forecasted, so if we go here a little bit up, that doesn't invalidate anything here. We have made significantly lower lows now, and I think this points further to the downside. Yeah. On the 1 hour chart as well, I think we're approaching here together. On the price chart, you see in a triangle. On the 1 hour chart as well here on the indicators, especially the RSI, we're moving here to the 50 line. The 50 line will probably provide some resistance, and this could then lead to another move down. On the daily, we are still here pointing further to the downside in the bearish range on the RSI, pointing to further correction, and also on the MACD, pretty much as we already talked about in the last few days and weeks, that we are getting here this bearish MACD crossover. And yeah, that played out again. As I said so many times before, the MACD works really well. The MACD is a really, really good indicator, especially for the crypto market. I really like to use it. It really often works. It, of course, in a sideways movement, they are crisscrossing a lot and they're not that reliable. But if you see a bearish cross coming, for example, oftentimes it really is then reflected in the price as well. Yeah. So here we'll get interesting on the 4-day chart. That do we see here a bullish crossover on the 4-day chart? I don't think we will. It was getting very interesting because we saw here a reversal, and now you can see how it's moving sideways again. So my view would be we're not going to see that a bullish crossover. A bullish crossover on the 4-day chart could push prices higher, yeah, also longer term. My view is because it has moved sideways now that we might not actually see that cross. Yeah, that selling momentum that was reducing is reducing at a slower pace, and we are now starting to move sideways. Now Cardano as well, closer and closer into this apex here. Cardano is moving here in a descending wedge on the price chart. We talked about it earlier today, and it has followed this pattern continuously throughout today. And yeah, maybe when I wake up tomorrow, it's already late here in the UK, maybe when I wake up tomorrow we already have seen here a breakout. If it should go to the upside, don't think it will, but maybe it will, then we could actually push here all the way up to around $1.10. Should it go down, yeah, then I think just adjust that a little bit. Should it break to the downside, I think we can see levels of around 85 to 87 cents, depending on when the breakout actually happens. But yeah, Cardano looking more bearish than Bitcoin at the moment. I think it's losing pace. It has broken here the support level, and therefore you see it now dropping. Yeah, as Bitcoin dropped when it lost support here, it's now obviously consolidating, but Cardano is, it lost the support. It lost the support. We talked about this head and shoulders pattern as well, and we are heading further down. Yeah, so not too surprising after we broke that head and shoulders, and I expect further downside at some point. I would expect though this support level to be retested. The support is at $1.02. So at the moment, however, there is further room for further downside, because on the 1 hour RSI we're not yet oversold. We're at 45 actually, so there is further downside potential. The 4 hour chart as well, there is still a little bit further downside potential, and on the 8 hour chart also further downside potential, not too much more though, but there is. And on the daily chart, yeah, much more. And even on the daily, we talked about it as well, there was another bearish crossover that materialized in the price that was expected. And yeah, as I said, if we get to the 92 cent level, which I would expect now that we broke that descending or that support line, I think we're going to get here to the 92 cent level. That is so important. And if you lose that, or if we lose that, then we could really get into the yellow target range down here, which seemed very unlikely weeks ago or months ago. But I think we're really going to get there probably. It's sitting between 30 cents. Now, do we see 30 cents? Probably not, I would say, but you never know. Or 55 cents here on the upside. I think that is fairly realistic, also given my price targets for other cryptocurrencies, where I would expect for most of them another 40 to 50% drop. So yeah, let's see. I think we are going to head further down here, looking at the indicators anyway, and the pattern in which we are, and the Elliott Wave count, all of this coming together, being a confluence of factors that just points me to further downside. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you liked the update. If you did, and if you really like the content, maybe check out the channel membership, where you can get access to the Telegram live chat. Very active Telegram group, really good community, and very helpful as well, very positive. Also can recommend that for everybody who's new in crypto and really likes some orientation. On Discord as well, where I added a lot of additional content now. Also my 2022 forecast for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and more altcoins to follow shortly. And my buy and sell orders, all sorts of different stuff, and a weekly live stream tomorrow. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.